Oh, what do you got there for me? For me? Oh, that's so sweet. I wonder what's in here. Storybook Falls Primate Sanctuary! Let's go. Hey everybody, what it do? It's me, your boy, Jovan the Monkey Man, coming at you today with a little field trip. Today, I'm taking you guys to Storybook Farm Primate Sanctuary. I gotta be specific there with the primates because it's not just monkeys. They also have lemurs, among other things. So they got lemurs, I know they got baboons, I know they got macaques because of our boy Darwin. I know they got squirrel monkeys and spider monkeys, and then I'm sure they got a plethora of more. It's going to be an exciting time. Let's dive into it and see what the place is all about. Hurrah! We're here. Storybook! Hi, buddy. Who's that? Hi! Alright. Hello, Primate Nation. So, no, I'm not going to try doing that, but not Steve and Joe here. Before us, we have an elusive macaque that likes to hide inside, except for when the cars come. And we got him right now. Sure, his back is turned, but let's see if we approach, if it goes away. Yeah, I wonder if he noticed the camera, because as we know, monkeys are extremely intelligent. Doesn't seem too bothered at the moment. I almost thought that he'd go right in. He's facing away though, so let's give him some privacy. Now, we make our way to try and find the elusive Darwin. Darwin likes his privacy, and we want to give it to him. However, we kind of also want to see him. Look, it's Darwin on the swing. Darwin on the swing. Oh, hey, hi-de-ho, it's Darwin on the swing.
So welcome to Storybook Farm Primate Sanctuary. I'm really excited to have you guys here today. It's our first open day of the year. Just for context, we do one open day a month, 6 months of the year during the nice months in spring and summer and fall. And it's the only time we allow the public to come onto the property. So it's a really, really special day to have you guys here. Just so you guys know, we are completely run by donation. So it's days like today and people like you that help us do everything that we do here. So thank you so much for helping us provide sanctuary to all of the primates in our care. Because we are a true sanctuary, we do not ask the monkeys to do anything outside of their comfort zone. Their doors are open all day long in this beautiful, gorgeous weather. They choose to come out and interact. They know open days mean smiling faces and lots of treats though, so they will typically come out and give you a little show. Just so you know, for anyone who's not familiar with us, we do have 2 celebrity monkeys in our midst. We have our famous finger painting pockets Warhol. He is a Capuchin monkey who's done a lot of famous artworks for famous people and collaborations with other painting animals as well. And he is quite a character. So you'll meet his muse Charmaine today, and she'll take you through lots of information on pockets. And we are also the home to Darwin the IKEA monkey. So if you remember over 10 years ago, the little Sherpa coat wearing monkey found in IKEA is here today. And he's really come out of his shell in the last few years. We also have monkeys that have been some of the first released from labs in Canada. Some no longer with us and some with us today. You're going to hear some really, really heartwarming stories about them. But they come from a myriad of backgrounds. So we have roadside zoo closures where they come from questionable circumstances. We have private ownership surrenders. We have failed Hollywood monkeys. We have monkeys released from labs. So they come from all over the place. And you ask, with primates not being native to our climate, why we would have a need for a place like this, and it is because there was actually a cop who started the sanctuary who was dealing with a lot of exotic animal ownership issues or roadside zoo closures, and there really is no soft place for them to land. So we are one of a kind. We are the only specialized primate sanctuary across all of Canada, minus 1 chimpanzee sanctuary in Quebec. So it's a really special experience to get to share this with you. We really, again, consider ourselves true sanctuary. We provide all sorts of forms of enrichment for the mind and the body, all different types of treats, again, geared to each individual monkey's needs and health requirements. So we love that you guys brought treats today, but we'll dole them out as need be to who they get to go to. But we do everything from stuffing little boxes and containers and puzzles with grass and treats and things like that. But we really try to keep, their minds and their bodies occupied and their health at tip-top shape so they can really enjoy living out their use. So with that, I am going to get you guys started on your tour.
So it's about 25 years since Sanctuary started, but the board of directors took over ownership 10 years ago. So since 2015, the Sanctuary's been run by the board of directors, and we still have, thankfully, the Sanctuary today. So we're very much dependent on donations. Our goal this year for our 10th anniversary is to raise $1 million to hopefully build a new building. I'm not sure if anyone knows of Boogie. He's in a like privately owned zoo in Ontario, and there's a petition going around through Animal Justice. Not sure if you guys know the organization, but you can Google it after. But there's a petition called Save Boogie, and they're trying to relocate him to our sanctuary as well. So again, we need money and space to house all of these monkeys and care for them. So we are dependent on donations. So if anyone has $1 million at the end of this, you guys like to donate, feel free. You can see in Bruno's enclosure, we have structural enrichment, as well as food enrichment. We don't really have the food enrichment out, but during dinners, for example, we like to wrap their boxes. So we put the food in boxes and then we wrap it with tape. So then it's really like a brain exercise for them to rip into the boxes to get their food. We don't just kind of hand it to them on a platter. So we tend to do the food enrichment with the bigger guys, whereas the lemurs, they're not as dexterous with their hands.
What's up, mirror?
Yeah, so she loves looking at herself in the mirror. So we have a lot of mirrors in her enclosure. Again, you'll see all the little like toys and kid stuff that we have, but mirrors are something that she particularly likes. It's okay. Yeah, you see she's
Showing teeth.
showing her little teeth that she has left. But all of this was very new to them. So when we kind of circle around the corner, you guys will see what one of the lab cages look like. She might be curious about your walker, I think.
Walker is bothering you?
Drink a tea?
It's okay. It's only a walker.
But everything was kind of new to them. So you'll see what the enclosure looked like for lab monkeys. It was just a very small kind of crate. No tail.
Oh, yeah.
So Bob and Colette are here. You guys want cranberries? Again, they're a lot calmer. So Bob and Colette were part of the group of 9 who were seized from Quebec. Again, that zoo where Bruno came from, and Mojo and Nora, the 2 rescuers that we first saw.
And it's important to remember, New World monkeys have prehensile tails. The monkeys don't have that. Tail's got a life of its own.
So you'll see here someone who's very impressive and also likes to swing is Mr. Jenkins. Does anyone know what kind of monkey Jenkins is?
Is it a spider monkey?
He is a spider monkey. And so Mr. Jenkins was actually, he came from show business. He's,
Whoa.
Thank you for taking that very gently.
Yeah, there's no name.
He's actually, so I haven't been up to the sanctuary in a little while, and he's actually lost a lot of weight. So his diet is working, which is really great. He was a little more voluptuous, used in show business, but he wasn't performing kind of the way they wanted him to in show business. And so they ended up then moving him into kind of children's education. So they were trying to use him as an educational tool when giving presentations to kids. Again, he wasn't quite doing what they wanted him to, and so they thought kind of the best thing would be to retire him from the sanctuary, which thankfully they did, and he's been with us since 2002. From South America, so they do not like...
They're staying inside?
Yeah, they don't really like the snow, so they typically stay inside. Yeah, but days like this, they absolutely love. Most of them are outside.
Of course, they must like the summer then.
Yeah, oh, they really do.
He was about 18 years old when he arrived, and he started throwing the ball around, so that's why you see a lot of balls. He likes playing ball. Yeah, one's worth $3 million,
Yeah.
and one's his. So Joan Mitchell is an abstract artist, and her painting, I don't know if you can tell, which one do you think he did?
The right one?
And this one?
Yeah.
That's, huh? Which
Yeah.
one? You say that one?
Yeah.
You say this one? Yeah, that's the $3 million one. So at that point, people started to question as to why he was doing the art. So I was being interviewed on CBC. I go on with shows and things like this. Why is he doing this? And I said, I think it's for him. It's like, because he's very clever, it gives him something to do. So it's like a child. So because he relates to me as being his friend, when I go in there, it's a happy thing. And he's painting. And some primates like to paint and some don't. So it's like humans. Some humans like to paint and some don't. So it's a similar kind of a thing going on. And he's just been nominated into the Animal Heroes Hall of Fame for all his efforts, because he's raised over $250,000 here. Wow. And plus I also have sent them to other places. To other places so other animal organizations can get them. Capuchins have a good lifespan, so I'm always hoping that he's going to do well. You know, he's still happy. We still do our painting. I try not to do it in the winter with him because I have to clean him up. In Toronto, I have.
Born in 2012 and came here in 2012. Yeah.
Gonna read? Oh, I thought it was a newspaper.
No. Oh, it's just nibbling. Just a little nibble.
These are wild animals, right? And so they might be very cute, but when they reach that sexual maturity, they can be very aggressive. So not only is that, not good for us, we have them as pets, but the sad reality is when people capture these monkeys to they didn't have
You don't want to look a baby in the eyes. Don't show no teeth. Don't show no eyes. They look at you, you look away. It's prisoner rules.
didn't You can see his canines and he's cracking the walnut, how large they are.
This one wants some food.
Oh yeah. So these guys, not as gentle as here, so I'm gonna throw the peanuts inside.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are part of the group of 9. So this is Johnny and Judy. They're part of the group of 9 who came from Quebec. They're a bit more food aggressive because we think that they weren't getting meals like on time. We don't know how often.
It's gonna follow you.
Oh. So this is Johnny, Judy sitting up top. But yeah, we're not too sure how their feeding time was, and we think that they weren't getting fed adequately, and so they're a bit more food aggressive, which is why I'm not going to just hand him the peanut.
Well, Primate Nation, what can I say? Coming to Storybook Farm Primate Sanctuary, it was a heck of a time. I was enamored with every single beautiful primate they had. I don't know what my lasting impression is. I love monkeys and lemurs and all primates. I think that was already known, but to see them in person, it really does change things. I've been to the Toronto Zoo, so I have seen apes at least before, even though I'm sure I've also seen monkeys. But to be here and to see them in such a different, intimate way, it's incredible. What they do here is incredible. Please donate if you can. I'll just plug for them all of that stuff. Please come see the beautiful primates, go on a tour like we did, and also donate if you can. And goodness gracious, Darwin's doing good. He's extremely shy. He has PTSD from his IKEA experience, but he's doing okay. There's an incredible artiste here, a capuchin. What's the name? Pockets.
Warhol.
Pockets Warhol, an incredible artist. Buy works from Pockets.
After going through and seeing all of these beautiful creatures that are so close genetically to us, all I can say is that we have to try and leave the world in a better place. We have to try and help these guys. And I guess that's about it. If you live in Canada or America or Australia, there's some Australians that were here. Come check out the Storybook Farms Primate Sanctuary. It's an incredible place. And with that, sleep well, fellow primates. Hey everybody, this is Outro Joe here. I just wanted to tag on a little message at the end of this beautiful video, and that is I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. So if you had just watched this video and it's been like 6 months to a year and there's like plenty of other videos in front of this thing, this obviously does not relate to you. This is more timely with the fact that some stuff's going on in my life and it's going to be taking a bit more of my time. And so when choosing what to cut out, I decided not to cut out my social life or my work life. I chose the creative endeavor of YouTube for the time being. So just want to let you guys know you won't be seeing so much of me in the near future, but presumably I'll be back, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Listen, this is Primate Nation. I'm still running the nation, of course. I'm just going to be doing it in a less public eye. So I hope you guys appreciate all the stuff I've made so far. And listen, I'll see you guys in the next one. Either way, I appreciate you guys, of course, to no end. Sleep well, fellow primates. And until next time, ciao for now. Peace.